So let us continue the remaining part of the chapter, the summer of the beautiful white horse. My cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of this man. Although Murad's father was Zorab, who was practical and nothing else. That's how it was in our tribe. A man could be the father of his son's flesh, but that did not mean that he was also the father of his spirit. The distribution of the various kinds of spirit of the tribe had been from the beginning capricious and vagrant. Murad's father, Zorab, was practical and simple man, but Murad was crazy. So everybody believed that Murad was descendant of Uncle Khosrow. This man here refers to Uncle Khosrow. But Uncle Khosrow was not his biological father. Aram says, in his tribe, this kind of examples are seen. Jorab was son of his father's flesh, but he did not have the quality of his father. He did not have the nature of his father, though his nature was similar to his Uncle Khosrow. That is how the different kinds of nature of their tribe started changing their mind and became vagabond. The narrator talks about Murad, whose father was practical in nature, but Murad was more attached to Uncle Khosrow as they had similar character. Khosrow was a strange man and nothing could scare him. So the narrator was being capricious and vagrant, as each one is different from each other. Jorab and Murad's father, but his personality matched with Khosrow. Dear children, their tribe had biological fathers, but they were more descendant to their spiritual fathers. We rode and my cousin Murad sang. For all anybody knew, we were still in the old country where, at least according to some of our neighbors, we belonged. We let the horse run as long as it felt like running. At last, my cousin Murad said, "Get down." They left from Aram's house. They means Aram and Murad. They left from Aram's house on horse, and Murad started singing because he was enjoying. They allowed the horse to run. Then Murad told Aram to get down from the horse. "I want to ride alone. Will you let me ride alone?" I asked. "That is up to the horse," my cousin said. "Get down. The horse will let me ride," I said. "We shall see," he said. "Don't forget that I have a way with the horse." "Well," I said, "anyway you have with the horse, I have also. For the sake of your safety," he said, "let us hope so. Get down." So intention was clear. Intention was clear that Murad wanted to ride alone now. On this, Aram asked Murad whether he would permit him to ride that horse alone. Murad replied, "It depends on the horse." Yes, Aram assured him that horse would allow him. Murad was doubtful on this, as he thought Aram does not know how to control horse. And that's why he said he had a way with the horse, means he knows how to control horse. Aram behaved like a stubborn boy and said if he knew the way, why not he? Murad did not want to allow him to ride for his safety purpose, but they hoped for good and again asked him to get down for the horse, as Aram was not coming down. "All right," I said, "but remember, you have got to let me try to ride alone." I got down and my cousin Murad kicked his heels into the horse and shouted, "Wazir, run." Finally, Aram was agreed and got down. Murad kicked his heels into the horse. Actually, kicking into the muscles of horse is the way to allow the horse to run or to move. And he and Murad shouted his name, Wazir. Wazir is the name of the horse. He shouted, he allowed, he called Wazir and commanded him to run. The horse stood on its hind legs, snorted, and burst into a flurry of speed that was the loveliest thing I had ever seen. After this, the horse stood on its hind legs and ran with full speed. My cousin Murad raised the horse across a field of dry grass to an irrigation ditch, crossed the ditch to the horse, and 5 minutes later returned dripping wet. The sun was coming up. Now it's my turn to ride, I said. My cousin Murad got off the horse. Ride, he said. Dear children, irrigation ditch. Irrigation ditch here used, and its meaning is a long narrow channel cut into the ground at the side of a road or field that artificially supplies water to an area of dry land or for the irrigation purpose. In the fields, farmers supply the water. So the narrow and small long channel of water that is used for irrigation purpose, these are called irrigation ditches. So here it is used, and that's what it is. Murad raced for 5 minutes across a field of dry grass to an irrigation ditch. Now the sun was seen as they came before the sun rising. Now Aram demands to ride. Aram also wants to ride, so he also demanded to ride. So Murad got down and he allowed him to ride. I leaped to the back of the horse, and for a moment, the most awful fear imaginable. The horse did not move. Kick into his muscles, my cousin Murad said. And my cousin Murad said, what are you waiting for? We have got to take him back before everybody in the world is up and about. Dear children, here Murad told Aram when Aram was not jumped. Aram jumped and sat on the back of the horse. That moment imagined the fear. Aram imagined the fear. What is that? It is like that, for example, let me explain in Hindi. जो काम देखने में या दिखने में आसान लगता है, उसे करते वक्त पता चलता है कि वो कितना मुश्किल है. Just a few moments before, Aram was saying that he also had a way with the horse, though he had not rode horse, but the fear was seen on his face. Aram had climbed over the horse but did not know how to tell the horse to move. Then Murad suggested him to kick into his muscle. Further, he advised him to do fast as the people were awakened and they could see them with the horse, so they had to take it back. I kicked into his muscle of the horse. Once again, it reared and snorted. Then it began to run. I did not know what to do. The horse snorted and started running. Instead of running across the field to the irrigation ditch, the horse ran down the road to the vineyard of Dikren Halabian, where it began to leap over vines. The horse leaped over 7 vines before I fell. Then it continued running. My cousin Murad came running down the road. I am not worried about you, he shouted. We have got to get that horse. You go this way and I'll go this way. If you come upon him, be kindly, I will be near. Dear children, here one term is used that you know that it is vineyard. Vineyard means the fields of grapes and the wines there. Okay, so that is called vineyard. And after then one more term is used, came upon. And the came upon is a phrasal verb. It means meet or find, by chance. Okay, me suddenly find. That was about the horse. Okay, so let's explain this. But instead of running towards the field, the horse ran down in another direction. It ran down to the vineyard of Dikren Halabian. The horse ran over 7 vines and made Aram fell. Aram was fallen down. It did not stop but continued running. Murad said he was not worried about Aram, but he was concerned how to get that horse back. He commanded Aram to go in one direction, and one advice he gave, that if he will find him the horse there, then be kind to him. He will reach soon. Dear children, this suggestion, this advice he gave to Aram. And then next line, I continued down the road and my cousin Murad went across the field towards the irrigation ditch. It took him half an hour to find the horse and bring him back. All right, he said, jump on. The whole world is awake now. What will we do? I said. Well, he said, we will either take him back or hide him until tomorrow morning. Aram continued finding the horse in the direction where he ran down the road, and Murad went towards the fields and irrigation ditch. After half an hour, Murad brought the horse back. As it was morning, people were awakened. Aram was worried about horse. Murad said they would take the horse back or hide it until tomorrow. And that was the obvious reason, because when people were awakened, they would ask about the horse, and their tribe was not supposed to have any horse. So both were worried about that. He did not sound worried, and I knew he would hide him and not take him back. Not for a while, at any rate. Where will he hide him? I said. I know a place. He said. How long ago did you steal this horse? I said. It suddenly dawned on me that he had been talking these early morning rides for some time and had come for me this morning only because he knew how much I longed to ride. Who said anything about stealing a horse? He said, anyhow. I said, how long ago did you begin riding every morning? Dear children, here one phrasal verb is used, that is dawned on. Dawned me on, it means that became obvious. So let's see the explanation of this. Aram was sure about Murad that he would not return the horse in any condition, even he would hide it. Murad knew a place. Aram asked him for how long he had stolen the horse. Murad shuts him down by asking a counter question about who talks about stealing a horse. Aram tried to change the question by asking him since how long was he riding the horse every morning. Not until this morning, he said. Are you telling the truth? I said. Of course not. He said. But if we are found out, that's what you are to say. I don't want both of us to be liars. All you know is that we started riding this morning. All right, I said. Murad shuts him down by asking a counter question about who talks about stealing a horse. Aram tried to change the question by asking him since how long was the riding the horse every morning. Dear children, then Murad told him that morning was the first time. Aram was not convinced and asked him if he was telling the truth. Murad said, if anyone asked Aram, he should say that it was true. What was true? That only this morning they started this. He further added that he did not want them to be liars, but they had to say only this. He walked the horse quietly to the barn of a deserted vineyard, which at one time had been the pride of a farmer named Fatwahian. There were some oats and dry alfalfa in the barn. We began walking home. It was not easy, he said, to get the horse to behave so nicely. At first, it wanted to run wild, but I have told you I have a way with the horse. I can get it to want to do anything I want it to do. Horses understand me. Then he further added that Aram agreed and Murad walked the horse quietly towards the barn of a deserted vineyard. It belonged to a farmer named Fatwahian. The barn had some oats and alfalfa. Dear children, barn means farmhouse. Alfalfa. Alfalfa, dear children, is a kind of fodder for the cattle. It is used. We call it richka. Richka is used as a fodder in our villages. Aram agreed and Murad walked the horse quietly towards the barn of a deserted vineyard. It belonged to a farmer named Fatwahian. The barn had some oats and alfalfa to eat for the horse. They started walking home. Murad told Aram that it was not easy to get the horse to behave nicely as it wanted to run wild at fast. He told him again that he had a way with the horse and he could get them to do whatever he wants to. Horses understood him.